So we have found something interesting in this debate. Red alert. Red alert. So the dynamic between Carson's irrelevant. That's definitely not the interesting part. Between Trump and Cruz is what we previewed, and it turns out that is the interesting dynamic in the debate. Now, the rest of the debate's just full of crap about, terrorism, I'm going to kill them harder, right? Bruce Willis might as well have been in this debate and all the sequels of Die Hard. But between Trump and Cruz, who's going to attack, if either one of them, what is going to be the reaction to that attack, and how will the Republican voters perceive that? Coming in, I thought Cruz was savvier. He wouldn't attack, and he would let Trump fall of his own weight. Now, as it turned out, when they're on the stage together, and then Trump says to him, you better not attack, and then Cruz sticks with his strategy and bows his head, it looked different.
I don't think so.
It looked like Trump was his boss.
It did.
I don't think it looked that way at all.
What do you think?
Because I think it was a little, that line didn't, Trump's line didn't really land. Trump's line was, he was awkward delivering it. It was sort of angled in. So I don't think it particularly landed. It just seemed like guys joking around. And I think Cruz was right to stick with it. None of that's going to matter, a little thing in the debate. Like Cruz's positioning, as you correctly said, I think from the moment that he went on Fox the morning after the rapist, this is a long game. It doesn't change in a night or a thing that Donald Trump says. His thing, Donald Trump explodes, those people naturally look for the next craziest person that the establishment is less panicked about, and that's me.
Yeah, I hear you, but we have to evaluate this debate on its own terms. And in this debate, Trump doing the alpha male act, I think worked. I think that when he did the usual right? In the beginning, it was preposterous. It looks empty. I was ready to say that he was not doing a very good job. The same platitudes about I'll be fantastic, everybody else will be a mess seemed ridiculous. But by the end, he did it again. He asserted himself. And Cruz backed down.
Yeah.
Remember,
Cruz did back down.
The number one thing that voters look for, especially in a Republican primary, is strength. And Cruz looked really strong in the beginning, but by the end, it looked like he was deferring to the boss.
I think
it's Mr. Trump.
I think Cruz got knocked off his game a little when he tried to, filibuster, and he lost to
I think so too.
To Wolf Blitzer.
I think it's one thing.
I think he lost. Yeah.
That was a rare loss for Cruz,
and
it
sent
sent him reeling. That's a great point.
He went to a spiral.
I think that it's one thing to have the strategy of not choosing to attack, but when they are saying, are you willing to say anything negative about this person? He says, well, I leave it to the voters. Well, the voters are deciding right now, and they prefer him to you. You got to say something.
Hey, wuss. It's all right to say, well, obviously, I think I would be a better president. That's why I'm running.
He won't say that.
He won't even say that, and that looks just too weak.